Two Australian activists have a story they want to tell to the entire world about the time they spent in Israeli prison.
Simply for saying we want to visit Palestine, we found ourselves in jail, detained for 36 hours.
Sylvia, a former member of Australian Parliament, and Vivian, a member of the Sydney branch of Jews Against the Occupation, flew to Greece a month ago intending to board a flotilla ship to Gaza. When they realized the ship wouldn't sail, they decided to fly to Israel as part of the air flotilla. Activists were instructed to tell passport control that Palestine is their destination, knowing they would likely be refused and deported.
Were you aware of the risks of what would happen?
Oh yes, we were aware. That's why we made arrangements for people to contact the embassy if we were detained. But, you know, because people in the past have come in but by saying they were just here as tourists or to visit relatives, but that implicitly accepts the right of Israel to stop people coming in, and we want to challenge that.
Sylvia and Vivian were detained but released after 36 hours and decided to complete their tour of Israel. They spent the week traveling the country and collecting stories of minorities who claim to have been unjustly dealt with by the government. The women have so far been denied permission to travel to the West Bank, a decision which they plan on respecting. Sylvia and Vivian admit that the biggest victory of the trip was not their successful entry into Israel, but the international attention they drew to Israel's border policies.
But Israel can't restrain itself. It is so heavy-handed. All its responses are totally disproportionate. So for people back in Australia, here they see two older women thrown in jail simply for saying they want to go to Palestine. And that outrages people.
The organizers of the Welcome to Palestine campaign have already planned a second air flotilla for next spring, and Vivian and Sylvia are considering coming back, if only for the prison food.
Will you be coming back again next year?
I would certainly give it very serious consideration.
If our circumstances allow, I would too.
It's a long way to come, and ending up in jail and having quite heavy legal fees is a bit of a deterrent, but I think the issue is so important.
Benjamin Spear reporting for the Jerusalem Post.